So the word processor and then credit?
That's the plan.
Okay. Why? Okay, so I don't know.
Okay.
So what happened?
So, hi everybody. Today's going to be the review day. So I want to talk about a little bit of stuff, maybe do a couple of examples here and there, and then get out of your way and let you guys work on your equation sheets and your reviews and all that kind of jazz. Okay?
Yep.
So let's start. I have on the OneNote, I have a test format description. So this test has 9 total questions. So you should be able to list all the possible rational zeros for a function. How do you do that?
You constant in your least common or your leading coefficient.
Great. So you have plus or minus the factors of your constant term divided by the factors of your leading coefficient.
Yep.
Would that be something like a good rule to put on your note card?
Heck yeah.
You betcha.
Unless you know it by heart.
Unless you know it by heart. But, yep. Indicate the total number of zeros for a function. How do you do that?
It's
The degree.
degree of
Very good.
at most.
Well, if it's total number of zeros,
Is
it is exactly. Yep.
yeah.
You should be able to use limit notation to describe to 5. Describe the end behavior for a function. Right? So you should be able to use the limits.
Down and
If it's down and to the right, so the left or right is the x goes to on the bottom, the subscript. If it's to the right, it's positive infinity. If it's left, negative infinity. And the up down is what the limit is equal to. Up is positive infinity, down is negative infinity.
Okay.
So like right arrow points up is x goes to positive infinity and equals positive infinity. Right?
Caden and Jacob.
You should be able to use your calculator to give the extrema for a function. Can you use our calculator to get the extremas?
Yep.
Okay. Use your calculator to get the real zeros. What are the real zeros the same as?
Your
X-intercepts, right? Can we use our calculator to get those?
Yes.
Seemed like it. Given a function and an interval, can you determine if all the real zeros lie on that integral algebraically?
Yeah, your upper bound and lower bound.
Yeah, so you have to do that upper bound, lower bound test. Is exactly right. What's the rule for that?
It's the upper bound is what is it? It's like when they're all your
I think they all have to be non-negative. Yeah, all the
and then your lower bound is
alternating. Yeah. Non-negative to non-positive. Yep. Now that's a rule I would definitely want to write down because it's easy to goof that up.
Oh yeah. I'm writing that whole thing down.
Is that like something that's like written on the OneNote somewhere else?
Yeah, so if you just,
Probably in the lesson I got you guys.
where is that?
Do you mind if I use your scissors for a
Not in a bit. That's what they're there for. So, Maddie, the rule is right here
Okay.
in the lesson. It's also written down in the OneNote. I'm sure I screenshotted, dropped that in there.
Yes.
But this was for section 13.3, would have been near the end of that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And then you should be able to write the lowest degree polynomial function possible that has real coefficients and is in standard form from the given zeros and a given leading coefficient. What is that asking you to do? Yeah, we did that. We've done an example of that a couple of times, right?
Yeah, can you do the
No, not even that. It's like one of these, right? What's the thing you have to remember for this? Shh. Is that conjugates theorem, right? That if you have one imaginary, you also have its conjugate. Same thing with an irrational, like if you have 5 minus square root 7, you also have 5 plus square root 7. But that's the trick for those, is you have to remember that you get those conjugates. And then the last one, and there's actually like 2 of these. You have to find all the zeros for a function supporting your answer algebraically. So what are we talking here? We're just talking about like, numbers 48 through 53 from the homework set or whatever. So this is the one where you have to do like all the stuffs, Alexis, what you were talking about. So this last bullet point would be something like this. Something like one of these. Okay? Do you want to run through how to do this again? It's up to you guys. Or I can.
Could you do 44 from the homework?
Can I do 44 from the homework?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I just was. I didn't know how to do that, so.
No problem.
Eyes and everything.
Yeah.
Then you did close. I forgot about the conjugate theorem.
Yeah. Yep. So here it says to find the lowest degree polynomial possible that has the given zeros. And because of that conjugates theorem, I know that I also need to have negative 2i also, because I have to have the conjugates. So I get all of these things to equal 0 just by adding or subtracting things to both sides. I then multiply the left-hand sides together. And multiply the right-hand sides together. Yeah, I'm going to just FOIL this piece. And that's easy because it's just the difference of 2 squares there, right? So that's going to just give me x squared minus 2i squared. Or you could FOIL it. You'll get the same result. What is 2i squared? It's going to be 2 squared times I squared. So 2 squared is 4. What's I squared? Negative 1, very good. And then negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. And then I just FOIL these 2 things. So there's my polynomial. If I hypothetically added that I wanted the leading coefficient to be 7, what would I have to do there? What if I added that extra piece? Yeah. And you're done. Right. That's it. Easy. I just added a hypothetical extra step. So I said, what if I also asked for the leading coefficient to be 7 or something? You just multiply the whole answer by 7. So it doesn't really change much. The homework for this chapter really chews up some space. If you have to do a lot of those synthetic divisions and stuff, it just chews up space. Okay.
That's what I did. But for some of them, I like fractions, so you had to do something. So I just did both ways, just so I know.
Other homework questions? Okay. Just as a reminder, What do we have due on Sunday?
16 through 53.
So what do we got? We got 16 through 53.
Yeah. And then Delta Math 4.
Yeah, and we're going to tack the review and Delta Math 4. Yes, sir. Oops. Is the review not in the... Oh, well, let's fix that, right? That's a problem.
It is a large one.
It's definitely a problem, though. I mean, it's like... It's pretty big, but it's not large. I mean, it's like a Sadecki size problem,
Yeah.
right? Pretty big, but not huge.
May I run down to the front thing to grab my drink?
So I didn't know like what it was after that.
I thought that was kind of a funny way of phrasing it.
It was a great way.
Figured you guys would get a kick out of that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And I'll just push a sync through, make sure that gets to you guys. Absolutely. No problem.
Don't worry about it. Crack the joke, dude. Some deep earlier, they leaked on the D pills. One they leaked. Ashwagandha? Yeah, pills. You know what ashwagandha is?
I know what Oshkosh Bagosh is. No, I do not.